heading her way. She didn't dare stand up, but she waved her arms to help them see her. "Help!" Scout barked and added more noise to her call. The craft switched direction and skimmed over the waves toward her. 2 guys were aboard, and her gut clenched when she recognized one of them. Wasn't he the man who'd gotten a little too friendly when she was setting off on her adventure? There had been a sinister edge of danger to him, and she didn't like the big knife or the gun he carried on his belt. She lowered her hands, then waved off the boat. "I'm okay, go ahead," she shouted. But the boat engine cut off, and the craft slowed and came to bob near her. The man she feared smiled and beckoned to her.
"Hello again. We can take you wherever you want to go."
She began to tremble and shook her head. "I'm not going with you."
"We won't hurt you."
The soothing words contrasted with the fierce stare he focused on her, and she clenched the paddle in her hands. "No thanks, I don't want to leave my kayak."
"We can take it with us. Climb aboard."
His smile turned wolfish. "No." His smile vanished, and a gun appeared in his hand.
"Get up here, or I'll shoot you where you sit."
The other guy put his hand on the armed guy's shoulder.
"Easy. Don't scare her. I won't let him hurt you, Ella."
They knew her name? She swallowed down the fear clogging her throat and shook her head. "Just leave me alone."
"We can't do that,"
the second man said. His eyes were kinder than the first guy, and Ella hoped he would protect her. She maneuvered her kayak close enough for her to lift her dog up for them to get onto the boat. She didn't have a choice. Lake Superior was in a pensive mood this morning, with swells from an incoming storm slapping at the boat's hull. Annie Pederson tensed as the Tremolo Island dock loomed nearer, and she spotted an asylum of loons patrolling a small cove. Their short hoots of communication didn't bother her, but she wanted to be out of here before the loons' crazy laugh would begin to sound around dusk. She had too much to do to deal with the nightmares the bird's tremolo always brought. Max Reardon lifted a hand in greeting and came to tie up her boat.
"Anu is resting on the porch while my cook whips up our lunch. I hope you're hungry."
His smile widened when his gaze landed on Kylie.
"And you brought my favorite little girl with you. I'm sorry John couldn't make it."
A handsome man in his 60s, Max's bearing and clothing oozed money, from his styled salt-and-pepper hair to his Italian leather shoes. He'd leased this island from Annie when she needed the income most, so she harbored a soft spot for him. She threw him the line. His dad had a doctor visit in Houghton. He was sorry to miss lunch. She paused to help her 8-year-old daughter to the freshly stained boards. Kylie was a carbon copy of Annie, with big blue eyes and shoulder-length blonde hair. Kylie promptly went to hug Max before moving to the edge of the water to watch the loons.
"Anu is recovering nicely from her surgery."
I'm eager to hear how it went. While Bree had filled her in that the ovarian cancer surgery had gone well, Annie was eager to hear the results, and to see her friend Anu Nichols with her own 2 eyes. She spotted Anu on the expansive porch along the front of the massive log home Max had built. Anu saw her and waved. Though the older woman was in her 60s, she looked 45. Her silvery blonde hair just brushed her chin, and her clothing was always impeccable. She rose as Annie reached the porch, and she seemed as strong and steady as usual. Annie went up the steps ahead of Max and Kylie to embrace her. Careful not to hug her tight enough to press against her incision, Annie inhaled Anu's perfume, a light scent with a citrus note. Annie guided her back to the chair. "How are you feeling?" She pulled another Adirondack chair closer to Anu and settled in it. Kylie perched on her knee. Anu smoothed the crease in her tan slacks. "Quite well. I am still sore, but I am healing every day." She smiled and reached over to take Annie's hand. "I can see the question on your face, Kulta. I do not have the biopsies back yet, but I am most optimistic. The doctor told Max, Bree, and Hillary that it appeared the cancer was confined to the ovary. If the biopsy confirms that prediction, I will not need to have chemo or radiation. I am praying that is the case. John and I are praying for that too." "So am I," Kylie chimed in.